News in Texas as authorities in Bexar County tonight report a body has been found, but an ID has not been made at this time. That is important to mention. Now, this news comes as authorities there have been searching for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos. She disappeared nearly a week ago after leaving her home in San Antonio for a walk on Christmas Eve morning.
Off the top here, a huge update in the search just moments ago for Camila Mendoza Olmos. The Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar came on the air within the last half hour saying that a body, in fact, has been found.
We do want to make this clear. The sheriff says it's still too early to tell if the body is Camila. Really, the medical examiner is going to make the final ruling on that. That could take a few days or maybe even a week. But at this point, the sheriff said that he does not suspect foul play. Let's listen to what he had to say about 20 minutes ago.
Well, we got some sad news on the Cami case. She has been reportedly found. They're not saying it's her, but a body has been found. And I'm going to tell you exactly the details of where the body was found, exactly how they found the body unalived, and some things that led up to why the media was telling us certain things. Stay tuned. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I'm your host, Ray Marcel, where we talk about cases from a different perspective that some other people cannot bring you, because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself. So because of that, I had to look at things in certain ways, figure out loopholes to get away and things like that. So what I'm doing now is using the knowledge and everything that I learned to help other people in these unsolved cases, missing people, and anything else that I can do. So welcome aboard. And if it's your first time, please like and subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much. You've been helping my channel blow up in the last few months. I really appreciate it. Right now, we are going to talk about Cami, okay? Cami Almost. I made a video about her and I made a TikTok about her a couple days ago. Well, law enforcement is saying that they found a body 100 yards away from her house. They're not confirming that it's her. They just found the body, I believe it was about 3 hours ago. They're not confirming it's her. But a lot of people that are close to the situation are saying that that is her, because the body they found is wearing the exact same items that she left in.
Is that dad or is that mom? That's mom.
No, dad's married too.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. I think that. This poor mom doesn't even know what to do.
I'm going to describe, because they told us how they think this person unalived themselves, if it is Cami. Now, what they're saying is they're saying Cami had mental issues. They're saying that she was struggling mentally, and she also broke up with her boyfriend supposedly the night before, and that that kind of led to a breakdown on her. I'm not sure if that's true, but this is what they're telling us. Now, in my other video, I connected the dots not only with Cami, but with this woman.
The body discovered Wednesday in far northwest Bexar County has been identified by the medical examiner as 28-year-old Maridelis Labrador. The woman vanished Monday morning without her phone or wallet. And yesterday, the medical examiner revealed she was stabbed in the chest. KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna has been following these new developments and spoke with a close family friend who says this is something sinister.
These are the memories Nellie Martinez holds on to as she waits for answers as to what exactly happened to her lifelong friend, 28-year-old Maridelis Labrador. Martinez speaking to us over the phone from Florida.
Now, she was found. She's from the same neighborhood. This is 8, 9 months ago from the same neighborhood. She left in the morning too, just like Cammy did, for a walk or for a jog. And they ended up finding her as well in a wooded area. And they said she unalived herself too. They found her with a weapon next to her, which was a machete. They found a shovel there. And they said that she poked herself in the chest. And that was how she passed. To this day, there's a lot of people who don't believe that. I don't even know if I believe that, because even in my last video, I'll talk about that is a lot of pain, agony, and suffering. You're not passing away instantly from that. You're going to suffer. Who does that? Usually you try and do other methods, if you're going to do that to yourself. Not that one. You don't hear about that one too much. So I connected those dots and I said it was very weird that these two individuals, 9 months apart, two women ended up missing the morning of going on to a walk, but at that time they didn't find Cammy. Now they found a body. And they're saying that the body they found, there was a weapon next to it or near it. They're not saying where at exactly, but they're saying near or next, depending on which media you're looking at or reading. And they're saying that the weapon, this one wasn't a machete or a kitchen knife or utensil. This one was a pistol. And they're saying that it was a GSW.
Actually, this afternoon, made a conscious decision to go back to an area that had already been checked. But due to tall grass, we felt that there would be a benefit to checking the area once again. And as I mentioned, probably about 10 minutes into that search, the body was found. And definitely, if you're going through a crisis yourself, reach out and get help. If you suspect that a friend or family member is going through a tough time mentally, please get them the help that they need.
So again, that was the sheriff within the last half hour speaking for about 15 to 20 minutes in both English and Spanish for the media that assembled here at kind of a hastily called press conference that was supposed to begin about 5:15. And there are a number of takeaways from that. As he said, it's still too early to tell definitively if this in fact was Camila, but the body was found about a quarter mile from where the press conference was staged. And he said about a few hundred yards away from her Northwest Side home.
Yeah, so we know that she left her home, and these are the notes that I had been taking here. She left her home Christmas Eve,
right?
6:58 in the morning. She left outside her home, and the reason that her family got nervous is because she left the home and she didn't have any of her belongings with her. The only thing that she had was her car keys. Now, I want to tell you something. I know that there's been a lot of talk because yesterday there was that video that was released, that it was dash cam video. It was pretty grainy.
Very grainy.
And it was supposed, and they said it was believed that video may have been showing Camila walking alone around 7 a.m., the same day that she was reported missing, December 24th. That video was taken on Wild Horse Parkway, which again is a few blocks away from where she lived, which was on the 11,000 block of Caspian Spring.
So they're saying that she did it herself. Now, I don't know if you guys will believe that or anything else. Now, I know from my other video, even my TikTok video I did on this, people were saying if you look at that still shot of Cammy, because the neighbors had a Ring camera of her leaving, but it cut off, and they never showed us the whole video. They just gave us a still shot. And I always wonder why they only gave us a still shot, not the whole video. And in the video, or I should say the still shot, people were saying that's not her if you zoom in. That's not her. And then people were saying, why are the lights on if she's only searching through the car? Well, if the lights are on, she probably hit the unlock button on her key fob, which turns on the headlights and the tail lights to let you know you hit the button. So that would solve that one. As far as zooming in on her and if that's really her, picture's too grainy. But they did give us a video of a dash cam just yesterday of her walking down the street on a busy street wearing the same clothes. One thing I found odd that I noticed news wasn't talking about was while she was walking down the street, she's walking on the street and it looks like there's a sidewalk. It looks like it. So I'm like, if there's a sidewalk, why is she walking actually on the street? And the street was kind of busy too. It just made me think about that, made me wonder. I don't know if you guys peeped that out. Let me know if you did and why she was walking on the street, on a busy street, not the sidewalk. Let me know.
Authorities say the body was found this afternoon in a field near the teenager's home. Again, no confirmation yet. However, the body found is that of Camila Olmos. Authorities say they do not currently suspect homicide, that the is being processed just as a precaution. Instead, they say indicators suggest the death is possibly due to self-harm. They add a firearm was recovered on the scene.
And as far as both of these cases go, the first one, if you ask me, I don't know. I don't believe that happened. Now, the first one that happened 8, 9 months ago, she was arguing with her boyfriend. So some people were blaming it on the boyfriend.
All of us are like waiting with our hearts in our throat. Like, we just can't make sense of this.
She says the two of them grew up together in Cuba. Labrador had just moved to San Antonio with her boyfriend last year.
It seemed like life was like going well.
But on Monday, Bexar County investigators say her boyfriend reported her missing. He says he last saw her at 9 that morning before she left without her phone and wallet, which Martinez says was not like her. Days later on Wednesday, investigators discovered her body in this wooded area near Mustang Ranch and Braun Road, not far from where she lived. The medical examiner revealing Friday she had been stabbed in the chest. The weapon was still at the scene.
I'm not mentioning his name or anything like that, but some people are blaming it on him because they were arguing. Cammy was also, I guess, broke up with her boyfriend the night before too. I'm not blaming it on her boyfriend, but there's just so many connections to both of these two women. The only difference was age. One, I believe, was 28, and Cammy was I think 19. That was the only difference, really. Everything else was very similar. They both left the house in the morning. They both walked out and vanished and never returned. Now they both have been found, and law enforcement are saying both of them have unalived themselves. One with a bullet and the other one with, I guess, a machete. Who knows? We can only go on what either people close to the situation can tell us or law enforcement, right? But if this is the case, if Cammy was having mental issues, like they're telling us, that just goes to show you, no matter how big of a smile you have on your face, look at these pictures of her smiling, there could be trouble inside, and you never know what somebody's going through. You don't know. And sometimes you have to take the time to figure out a person, sometimes talk to them, sometimes ask them questions. I'm not saying nobody did that with her, but you never know what somebody's going through. My condolences go out to her family. Sorry you guys have to go through this. And my condolences go out to also the woman they found 8, 9 months ago, her family as well. Now, let me know below if you guys live in this area, okay? That neighborhood is northwest of San Antonio, Texas. Let me know if you guys live in this area because both women lived in the same area, the same neighborhood. And if you guys believe that both of these women passed away from self-inflicted wounds, if you believe that, let me know. Or even if you only believe one did and the other one didn't. Hey, let me know. Comment below the city, the state, even the country you're from. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And if you're returning, once again, thank you so much. This is Fugitive TV. I'm out.